this good? I don't think the lighting is very good, but I'm just gonna go with it, I guess. One of my light bulbs is like totally out, and the whole reason I'm making this video is that I'm moving next week, and I realized I'd never filmed anything in this room, so I wanted to commemorate it at least a little bit, because like I lived here for a whole year, and I haven't been making videos really. Actually, no, that's wrong. I made 2 videos in this room because I made those videos with Michaela, but never one just talking about what's going on. And I want to use these videos, my YouTube channel, whatever, to commemorate things in my life. And I hadn't been making them because I felt like I was making them for other people, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna talk, and it's gonna be for me and my friends. Yeah, anyway, so hi. I definitely don't have as much interest in doing this anymore. But yeah, I like for things to feel complete, and the YouTube channel would not be complete unless I commemorate every part of my existence. I'm gonna grab the face sponge. As you can see, I live somewhere else. Last time I did like a sit-down video, I'm pretty sure I still lived at my parents' house. Definitely don't anymore. I live in an apartment downtown in the city in which I live. But I'm moving to an apartment a couple blocks away so that I can live alone. My dirty old sponge. I put on primer before I'm doing this. If you want to follow along at home. Anyway, yes, I will be moving in with me, myself, and I, which I think will be a good time for me. I like being able to have my space, and this is like the pinnacle of having your own space. Been living with my roommate Jenna, but they're moving to Florida to work at Disney World. So my only thing with it is that I'm worried I'm gonna get a little bit bored because I work from home, so it's like, well, I don't have much excuse to go out, if you know what I mean. One weird thing about COVID is that like half the people I know work from home and half the people I know don't work from home. You can really tell who's more well-adjusted based on who works from home and who does not. Oh my god, there's a big truck running outside my house. I feel like those of us that work from home, it's like, okay, well what do? We like watch TV all the time and like work on maybe a hobby or two. But like the people who work outside of the house, I mean, they're going out all the time. They're like, yeah, I have friends, and I'm like, oh my god, that's great for you. My social life is mostly online at this point. I feel like that's like a normal thing right now for a lot of people, obviously, like I just said. Sorry if this is like not coherent. I'm like doing makeup at the same time that I'm talking, and it's a lot harder than it looks. I've been breaking out. Another thing about COVID is there's the masks, and they make me break out probably twice a month. I've got 2 big ones right now, and then a little couple over here, and like they leave red marks because they get really big because you can't fix them because they keep touching a mask. It's very frustrating. I actually saw an announcement recently. I don't know how true this is because every time there's an announcement like this, we go back on it almost immediately. But supposedly, the city I live in is supposed to roll back the mask mandates in spring of 2022. So I might have something to look forward to in terms of clear skin, but I also might not. So I'm gonna be putting on blush now. Y'all know what that is? I use a liquid one. From Glossier. Here's a question for you. My friend Amelia asked me this recently, and I don't think it is, but let's see what you guys think. Is Glossier like over? Do people not like that anymore? Have we moved on in our skincare? I don't know. I still use this all the time, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I also still use this all the time, the Milky Jelly Cleanser. And I feel like it helps up to the point where my mask makes me break out. I also saw an article at one point that was like, basically like, it's what is Glossier actually doing for your skin? And I don't know. I'm gonna start doing my eyebrows now. I only really draw in the inner corners here and then kind of fill out the middle. I have like decent brows on my own. I've never had to get them plucked. Or at least I've never felt insecure enough about them to get them plucked. I also just generally don't know what I'm doing with brows. I always think they look mostly okay. So I must be doing something right. And it really only matters what I think. Yeah, so moving. I have a big couch that I'm gonna have to move. She's gonna be the centerpiece of my apartment. The latter half of this video, by the way, is gonna be me moving. I'm just explaining all of that before this happens. So you'll get to see all of it, just hold on. It's gonna be a real, like, rejuvenated era of my life, hopefully. I say that every time I move, and then sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. I'm just hoping this one is one that is. This is the only thing I think when I'm watching people put on makeup that I think is interesting is like the palette people use. It's a Tarte foil finger paints in Milky Way. It's got all of these colors. I'm also going to a soccer game tonight. So I won't be doing much moving today. It's Halloween weekend. I'm moving next weekend, even though my lease technically starts on the 1st. Because who wants to move on Halloween weekend? Not me. That is for sure. Yeah, also my roommate is moving out this week. And I would much rather give her the space to do that than make both of us do it at the same time. I'm gonna put a little glitter on top of all of this. You know, a little look for the soccer game. What else am I moving? I don't know. I have this like big bed behind me, you can see. It's actually not a big bed, but it's got a big headboard. So it's kind of cumbersome to move. But this is also going to be a centerpiece, just in a different room. I have a 1-bedroom, not a studio, so I can have 2 rooms with 2 centerpieces in them. Thebomb.com in Rose. I don't know, it's good. I think their products are good. Does that make me outdated? I don't know. See, it's like my lips will never be chapped again every time I put it on. Then they do get chapped again, but only because I'm not using the balm. And then to finish off my lips, I'm using the Clinique. I think it's called a Chubby Stick in Rose color. Like a lot of rose today, I guess. I'm sure I need to buy a bunch of things for this new apartment. I'm just gonna like move in and figure out what I need. I don't know. I think I need like a lot of kitchen stuff because I want like a rice cooker and I want maybe like a blender. I don't know, just like stuff that you use to make different kinds of food. I just don't have a lot of that. I also need to buy new plates. My current plates, a couple of them are chipped. I have like these plastic, they're like Kate Spade plates from Macy's. They like are, they're literally plastic. So I want like nicer plates that I can use on the daily. Moving is weird and hard, especially when it's a place just for you, because it's like, well, usually I would have roommates and it's like, well, I have this and I have that. And I'm like, oh, I need to have all of it. And like having roommates has not helped with that because I've been relying on other people to bring the rice cooker or what have you. Just something I'm gonna have to get used to is having my own rice cooker. I'm gonna be applying eyeliner, so I'm gonna go silent. Yeah, I went on a couple trips this year. I went to San Francisco twice in the past 2 months. Once with my boyfriend Lucas and another time with Amelia. Yeah, the one with Lucas was just to like wander basically. Like we went to museums and it was a really good time. And then the second one was to go see Phoebe Bridgers. We went to the show that Julian Baker opened for, which was cool. She's been doing like some surprise openers at some of the shows. Then a couple days later, she had Maddie Healy open from the 1975. And that was hard for me. So happy I saw Julian, but yeah, so this is the whole makeup look. It's just my face, but enhanced. Last thing I'm gonna do before I move into my new apartment and show you what that looks like is fix my nails. So I got these fake nails yesterday, actually. They're very nice. This is maybe more in focus, but this is closer so you can actually see the colors. It was so I could have nice nails for Halloween. Not that they're very Halloween themed, but you know what I mean. And 3 of them on the left hand have already fallen off, just from me being clumsy, basically. I've got my nail glue. Another fun thing about aging into adulthood is realizing that you have hands that didn't age with you. I have very small hands, and my fingers are also very small. It all is proportional, like they're not bad hands. But I do feel like having fake nails helps them look not so tiny. My only thing about this that is kind of dumb is that I have decided to put these on around the same time. Like I said, that I am moving, which means I'll be moving furniture with these on, potentially, if I can still get them to stay on. That's my choice, you know? Like, sometimes we just make those choices for ourselves. Also, this glue is so strong. Like, literally, I get it on my finger. It's like in between the creases of my finger right now by accident. And it hurts. It's painful. Apparently, it's supposed to be safe for your skin, or they wouldn't let you put it on your skin. But like, oh my god, it is strong. I think I've actually said this in another video before, but I'm sort of convinced that fake nails are like another one of the little tricks that we play on women to get them to not do things. Because it's like, well, why would I want to do that with a nail on? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to move a sofa with these on. But I'm doing it though. I've also been doing writing. I write for 2 separate blogs, websites. One is called Flip Screen. That's where I write about movies. I'm also a copy editor there. And another one is called Buzzkill, and Buzzkill's where I talk about music. Both are very fun to work for. I can link them. Yeah, go read my writing and the writing of others on the website, because we're all good. That's like one of the more fun things I've been doing since getting out of college, is like just working for random blogs for free. I mean, it's like we're all just doing this out of the love of art in our hearts for different things. But that's like good, I think, you know? Alright, well, I've done this. You guys get the gist, right? I'm moving. I've said it like 20 times. My nails are back on. And yeah. Alright, let's zoom forward in the future. Hello. Brief intermission here to show you some things I will not be keeping or moving with me. I'm at my parents' house right now. There's just a lot of shit in my room, which did not used to look like this as I'm turning. You've probably seen it in other videos when I used to live here when I was a lot younger, but a lot of that stuff is not stuff that I want or need anymore. That's just how life works, unfortunately. First up, we've got a Nightmare Before Christmas top hat. Probably at one point in my life I thought this was really cool. Probably wore it to school or something absolutely insane. What can you do? This I won't be keeping for obvious reasons. I actually will be keeping this one. Yeah, the llama hat gets to stay with me forever. There's also a complimentary lion hat in here somewhere, but I can't find it. I'll be keeping that as well. I have like a hall of fame of bad H&M fashion. Just my closet is a hall of fame of bad H&M fashion. Like this. I don't know why we wanted to put phrases on everything, but we did, and I don't want them anymore. I did actually really like this shirt. I wore this on this channel a couple of times. It would be a really nice shirt if it wasn't like adorned with so many patches. So maybe I can think about taking the patches off, but I don't know if the shirt will allow that, because I do like the actual stripe pattern. There's some a little torn about. It's very 2013, but I'm like, well, maybe if this comes back in style, I can wear it again, because I actually still kind of like it. I don't know. This is bad. I'll be getting rid of this. I don't even know what this is. I don't like it. Spice Girl, and it's spices. More like 2013 core fashion. And last but not least, a very fun collection of 2 CDs I found in my closet, which are Demi Lovato, Here We Go Again. And now that's what I call music 26, featuring the stylings of Soulja Boy, Crank That, Justin Timberlake, Love Stoned, and Rihanna, Shut Up and Drive. That's what I have in my closet. Let's go back to the actual video now. Okay, I'm gonna see how far I can get in this before my camera dies. So, here's the apartment. I live here. Let me show you around. So you'll see behind me, here is my couch. It's green. I enjoy it. Big fan of the color green. Let's get you at floor height here. All right. Hello. This is me in my living room. This is my mushroom blanket that I bought at Urban Outfitters. I just really like it. Hello, there it is. The couch that I also really like. I've had it for about a year now, but it's never been in one of my videos, and now I assume it will be because I want it to be, and it's my Let's try this again. So this is the house. It's the morning after that clip because I had to charge my camera. Where was I? Yeah, so I have a little heater here. Let me just bring you closer to this side of the house. Lighting is not ideal because it's super bright outside, but I have these little knickknacks. My jar of dirt that Michaela gave me. It does have a little guy growing out of it, if you can see. He's doing pretty well. It's also raining super hard outside. You can see the view here, just the street, and then it's super foggy, but you can usually see the city beyond some little houses and things. So this is where I work. You can also see my Prozac, but yeah, there you go. And then my TV. Woo. Yeah, there she is in all her glory. I don't know what there is to show you here. It's literally just a kitchen. My work gave me some wine for a wine tasting we're supposed to be doing. So that's what that is. My bookshelf. Let me do a little mini tour of the bookshelf. Welcome to my bookshelf tour. So above the actual bookshelf is my little knick-knack picture holder and my coffee table books. They're not actually on the coffee table because I don't want them to get dirty. I recently bought this. Excited to read this. I like Japanese breakfast. Some classic women novels. I keep my old Frodo keychain next to my Lord of the Rings book. Yeah, it's really not that exciting of a shelf, honestly, but there's some of my books. I did put a wreath up. Look at that, so festive. All right, here we are in the bathroom. It's super bright in here. Yeah, here's all my shit that I use every day. It looks disorganized. I promise it's not actually disorganized. I know where everything is and I use most of it. So, yeah. All right, here's the room people actually like to see. My room. I'll probably film in here most often. Yeah. That's pretty much it. There she is. That's where I do not work, job-related work. Like, I'll edit this video there. I don't know why I can't get it to focus, but I can't get it to focus and I'm too lazy to manually focus. So yeah, my makeup is in the vanity. That's where I do that. Here's like my closet, in case you wanted to see where I keep all of that. A lot of it's still at my parents' house. I need to grab a lot of my closet. This is not even all that there is. That's it, that's all. I moved and this is my first adult apartment where I live alone and it's very nice. I'm very excited about it. The only thing that happened in the course of me making this video is that I had to get a bunch of rabies shots, so I'm gonna go get my 5th rabies shot today. I don't even need to explain that. So I'm not, but yeah. So that's what's going on in my life. I literally was just filming this while I had like a break in time at work, so I'm gonna go back to work. And I'll see you next time in my apartment. Ooh, look at that.